This is your primetime forecast from Dr. Don's Weather. A huge thank you to our amazing partners who help make it all possible. Brandy Pike Photography, the Randolph County Commission, Inlow House Lodging, East Alabama Waste, Jimis's Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Broadcasting from the Alpha Weather Center and powered by The Oaks, Integrated Contractor Services, Stevens Home Furniture, N&W Locks, Venture Fence, Estate Masters, Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Howdy ho, East Alabama and West Georgia. You have made it to your Friday, August 8th, 2025, and it's time now for your prime time forecast. Lake Wedowie's 8th annual Take a Veteran Fishing Day coming up on September 6th at Rice's Landing in Wedowee. You can volunteer as a boat captain or register as a veteran. You can call Ken Bearden at 706-884-0494. This event is 100% free to all veterans, and lunch is being provided by Boondocks. Worth going just for that. It's $5 raffle, and the public is welcome at weigh-in. So be sure you get in touch with Ken today and make your plans to be at Rice's Landing up on Lake Wedowee on September the 6th for a great time and a lot of fun. And we have the Tunnel to Towers, the 9/11 Never Forget mobile exhibit hosted by the East Alabama Regional Training Association coming up on September the 11th through the 16th at Southern Union at the Opelika campus. First time ever in Alabama, and it will coincide with the 9/11 anniversary this year. We'll be there on Saturday, September 13th, broadcasting live from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. It'll be homecoming at Auburn. Lots of folks are going to be in town. We want you to come by and say hello to us at the Opelika campus of Southern Union State Community College for the 9/11 Never Forget mobile exhibit. Also this morning, we want to say thank you to the Salem Auction House for being a partner with us on Dr. Don's Weather. You can check them out, facebook.com/Salem Auction. Auction tonight at Salem Auction House. Joey typically puts multiple photographs up on Facebook so you can kind of get an idea of what you're going to be bidding on. They have great items. They do it right at Salem Auction House. They have food down there. It's just a great Friday evening at the Salem Auction House. So you want to go down there tonight. Be there at 7 p.m. Eastern for their auction. You can give them a call at 706-315-7266 for more information. It is 50 Lee County Road 175 in Salem, Alabama. And of course, don't forget about Jamie Dukas. For 20 years, he's been taking care of all the folks across East Alabama and West Georgia with Alpha Insurance. Get your ducks in a row today at 256-831-7770. Now let's take a look at your weather for today. Looking at the Storm Prediction Center convective outlook, you'll see that area right across Middle Georgia, back into East Alabama, Southwest Georgia, where we don't expect much of anything in the way of precipitation. So we have a 0 chance. Hey, there's never a 0 chance, but we have a less than 10% chance of showers or thunderstorms today across our neck of the woods. You got to go up into North Georgia, North Alabama, West Alabama, down into the Florida Panhandle, or maybe South Georgia to get into a better chance of just general scattered thunder this afternoon across the southeastern United States. So we're headed for 88 degrees in Birmingham. That cold wedge or cooled air damming that we've been dealing with now for about the last 3 or 4 days is still hanging in there this morning, which is a good thing. We're not complaining. It can stay in place the remainder of the summer as far as I'm concerned. We'll make it to 90 in Tuscaloosa, 87 in Alexander City, and 87 degrees down in Eufaula. Looking at the great state of Georgia, we'll be basking in the upper 70s, low 80s up here in the northeast part of the state. We'll make it to 87 down in Columbus and also 87 degrees in Valdosta. And again, you'll see that The only rain chances across Georgia today will be across the northeast part of the state and then down across the southeastern part of the state this afternoon. Looking at the current conditions, currently we have 69 degrees outside, wind out of the northeast at 2, gusting to 4, 92% humidity. Barometric pressure at 30.12, dew point 67, high temperature yesterday 81. We currently have cloudy skies, but that'll burn off by mid-morning. Sunrise will be at 6 a.m. The sun sets this evening at 7:35 p.m. And again, comparatively speaking, for this time of year, not a bad day for August across Alabama and Georgia. 84 this afternoon in Roanoke, 84 in Ranburne, 87 in Alex City, 86 in Dadeville, and LaGrange will top out at 84 degrees later on today. 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. Mostly sunny, no chance of rain, 83 down to 69 tonight. For your weekend, Saturday, partly cloudy, not a bad day, only a 20% chance of a shower, 83. Then on Sunday, partly cloudy, will increase the rain chance a bit, but it's only 50%, so odds are just as good. You won't get wet on Sunday. 82 will be the high. For Monday, up to a 60% chance of an afternoon heat-of-the-day type storm, 81 your high. Tuesday, a 60% with 83 in the afternoon. And then on Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms, 50% chance, 84 will be your afternoon high. Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar. Really not a whole much to talk about here. We got a little bit of convection up there around Decatur, Alabama, right on the Tennessee-Alabama state line. And then we see a good bit of shower and thunderstorm activity off the Florida coast just east of Jacksonville. That's part of that low-pressure system that is expected to move on off to the northeast. Didn't show you the tropics this morning because really there's not a whole lot to show you. That low pressure off the Savannah coast, Jacksonville coast, is going to turn back off to the northeast. Not going to be an influence on our weather. And then that wave coming across the southern Atlantic, it is also going to turn back to the northeast. So neither of those storms are going to be issues for the southeastern United States. Do you have your What About shirts? If you don't have your What About shirts, there it is right there. You got to go get your What About shirts. You can do that by going to our weather store. The link is at the top of the video on Facebook, bottom of the video on YouTube. And we invite you to do that. Also pick up a Thunder Buddy shirt while you're at it. Those proceeds come back to support us here at Dr. Don's Weather. Check out our 24 Forever channel now streaming on YouTube. It's there, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can see the radar. You can see the alerts. You hear podcast. We have audio podcast running over there. Not only do we give you the weather forecast, we explain to you why. We take a deep dive into the weather forecast every single day. We also have Today in Weather History, and we're going to be adding more and more segments to it as time goes along. So check us out. It's 24.drdonwx.com. 24 Forever. You can also just search for it on YouTube. Have a fantastic Friday. Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. We're going to meet here again tomorrow morning for another edition of your Primetime Forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.
That's a wrap on your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia, broadcasting from the Alpha Weather Center and powered by The Oaks, Integrated Contractor Services, Stevens Home Furniture, N&W Locks, Venture Fence, The State Masters, Southern Union State Community College, The Venue at 5 Points Farms, and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is proudly supported by Brandy Pike Photography, the Randolph County Commission, East Alabama Waste, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow us on Facebook. Share with your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We'll see you back in here tomorrow morning for another edition of your Primetime Forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.